Definitely another tutorial. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Xrizz'Tina, okay? And today I'm going to be dipping and diving into the Norvina 3 palette. Now, I know I didn't film a video for the Norvina 2 palette, but I do have looks on my Instagram using that palette. And if you want to see me film a video using it, just let me know in the comments down below, okay? So if you haven't seen this palette, it has a chaotic color story, meaning that all of the colors are very beautiful and complementary, but they're kind of scattered all over the place in the palette. To me, it looks really cool. I was able to create all kinds of looks using the other two palettes, and with this one, it's been a little bit harder for me, admittedly. And I think it's just me being a tad bit burnt out, which is okay, okay? I wasn't going to film this part, but I feel like there's always new people learning how to do stuff. So I applied my eyeshadow primer, just a little dot, it spread, on my eyelid, and now I'm spreading it out using a Makeup of the Day Cosmetics concealer brush. I love this brush. I don't know what I'm going to do if anything ever happens to it. Probably just buy a new one. But I'm tapping it in and moving it up where I need it to be. You always want to make sure you have just enough of this, not too much and not too little. Especially if you're working with pigments that are pressed, loose pigments, or bright colors if you have a deeper complexion. So I'm taking E2 and I'm just going to put it. Ooh, that's cute. Ooh, and it's warm too. Look at that. Wow. That is much prettier on my eye than it is in the pan. Wow, that's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm tapping this into my crease. And the reason why I'm tapping is because I want to get the full pigmentation. If you are new to makeup and you don't really want your colors to be this bold, you can just go ahead and start doing windshield wiper motions instead. But I want all the heat. I want all the smoke, okay? Literally. So I'm putting this over here, and am I going to go? Yeah, I'm going to go all the way into my inner corner almost. Just stop right there. So what I'm going to do is very gently tap the edges just to soften them a little bit. I'm not necessarily trying to bring the color up any further, but I do want this line to be soft. So when I start layering the other eyeshadow, everything blends together. Because that's the key. That's the key. This is so pretty. And I'm going to sweep downward at an angle to bring the color out a little bit more. And I just want to let you guys know, I'm using a synthetic dual fiber brush. That's the kind of pigmentation there is. It's quite a bit of kickback. I don't mind this because I'm going to pick it up and use it on my other eye, so I won't have to dip back into the eyeshadow per se. But now I'm just like, what color am I going to use next? Okay, so the next shade I'm going to use is D1. It's Catter Corner to E2. And I'm going to pop this right here. That's a very pretty shade too. And I'm just barely tapping into this pan because, again, I don't need that much pigmentation. This is super pretty. And I'm using the brown because I do want a brown transition. But you could use pink or red. And when you're putting your transition down, you want to make sure that you blend it into the crease color. Because if you don't blend it into the crease color, then they're just going to be stacked on top of each other. And then you'll be going more so towards a editorial look. That is so pretty. What I'm going to do is take this other blending brush. This is a Morphe M452. And I'm just going to soften around the upper part of my brow bone. That way everything transitions really nicely. And I'm going to soften this down here too. So what I want to do is take the shade B3. This is a really cute, very vibrant pink. And I'm just going to tap her right here. She is just going to sit in the inner corner like a queen. Last night I was looking up fall makeup looks just for color inspiration because looking at this palette really had me bewildered. And I think it was just because I liked the color story so much that I didn't even want to touch it. But now that I'm using it, I'm okay. And I hadn't realized pink is a fall color, you know, depending on the tone, of course. Mix it with a little bit of burgundy and bam. I'm just blending this into the crease, mixing it, and of course, I'm going to take it slightly over into that brown that I put in the brow bone. Then I'm going to pick up some more of the original shade that I started with, and I'm just going to deepen that crease. Because if you follow me on Twitter, you saw me say last night that fall is smoky everything. Smoky everything, okay? And I'm winging this out because I do prefer that nice elongated cat look to my eyeshadow. You can create whatever shape you prefer. The next thing that I'm going to do is cut my crease. And to do that, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in my inner corner, and I'm not going to start right here. I'm actually going to start a little bit more on the outside of it, like that. Then I'm going to open my eye, and I'm using the last fold in my eye as a guide. So right up there, that's the high point. And I'm closing my eye. And you'll want to close your eye to do your cut crease if you can see. If you can't see, then get your magnifying mirror and get closest. Because closing your eye is going to make sure that when you blink, the cut crease is even. It'll also show you the actual shape of your cut crease. Whereas when you open your eyes, it'll change, you know what I mean? And you don't want it to change. You don't want it to change at all. See right in here, it's a little bit straighter. I want that to be nice and round. And I'm tapping the eyeshadow primer in instead of sweeping it across my lid, because when you tap it in, it creates a really even base for the eyeshadow you're going to put on top of it. And it also helps make sure that it's even up in here, closest to the line. This brush that I'm using is linked down below in the description of my videos, you guys. It is $3 at Michael's or the craft store. I wanted to do something normal, but I don't think that's going to work out, because I see a shape that I want to create. I think I'm going to go for that shape. I think I'm going to do it. It's looking like D5 is a crushed metallic pigment. So I'm just going to put her right here. Ooh, she is pretty. So instead of me using a matte white, I'm going to go ahead and use C1. It is really pretty though. And this is more of a white gold. If you're wondering, how am I going to clean this up? Excellent question. I'm going to take E2, which is the original shade that I started with, and I'm going to press it in. Just tap it in. And this brush that I'm using is a e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's angled. And I'm just going to use it to round off this shape that we got started here. And you don't have to be like me. You don't have to be extra. You can just bring the gold all the way down. That's so pretty. So what I like to do, because the pigments are actually pretty, they're pretty messy, even on the eyelid, especially if I don't spray them and dampen them. So I just take another Royal and Nickel paintbrush and I clean up the line, basically. I am digging this. I am digging this. That is pretty. Okay, so let me go ahead and do the other eye and then I will be right back. To keep this look fall friendly, I'm going to take my Darkside eyeliner from ABH and line my waterline. And I'm going to be really heavy-handed with this eyeliner because I want my lower lash line to have a lot of depth. And when I say smoke, I mean smoke. This eyeliner is really good retractable eyeliner, but it just looks really good and it blends really well and it applies really easily. I mean, what more could a girl ask for? So I'm using this Urban Decay, what is this called? They call this a blending brush. Yeah, okay, so I'm taking the pencil brush and I'm just going to smudge that out down here. And I'm not taking it too low because I'm going to have eyeshadow on top of this. But I don't want to have any harsh lines, that's for sure. What I'm going to do is go into the shade E2 again. I'm putting that right on top. And don't be shy about this if you are learning how to do your lower lash line. Don't be shy about bringing the color on down, girl. It's a little fun. Once you pop on your eyelashes and do your mascara on your lower lash line, or your faux lashes, it'll all come together so seamlessly. I'm actually going to take is it B3? B3 out here on the outer corner because it's already on the inner corner up there. And I'm just tapping this in and connecting the two. And I'm really layering this on because I want to see it, okay? If you don't really care to see too much of the pink, you can just blend it out instead of packing it on like me. Yes, girl, yes. Ooh, honey. Okay, okay. Which shades did I use? I'm going to take D1 and I'm going to do the exact same thing up here. Just pack it on so I can see that color, honey. I'm kind of crisscrossing the colors. So the brown is up here and it's down here. The pink is here and it's over there. I just think that it looks so pretty. And for the piece de resistance, I'm going to take D4, which is this really pretty burnt copper shade. And I'm going to put it right here in the corner. That is so pretty. Yes, I am so glad I went ahead and put this down here instead of in the inner corner on the top. It would have been pretty right there too, but I just like the way that this looks. Norvina made several points with this, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to take D4 and I'm going to put it right here just to see what it'll look like. That's kind of cute and random. I'm going to blend it in. Y'all see that? Yes, ma'am. Only thing that would make this any better is some eyeliner, but I'm not going to go there. And I know I need some big lashes for this. I'm going to put on my Osa lashes from BEAUTEROSE, and I do have a discount code with them. It is Xrizz'Tina with an X and 2 Z's, okay? I'm going to put these on, and then, yeah, I'll put on my lip, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. This is the final look, you guys. The lipstick that I used is from MAC. It's called Down to an Art. And then the lip liners that I use is LA Girl. What is the shade called? VAMP. And I also use Vibes from MORPHE. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Where would you wear this look? Would you wear it at all? Because I'm wearing it. I'm going to go do a couple of things. And let me tell you real quick my thoughts on this palette. Okay, so this is the only one that's available at Sephora.com, and I think in the stores as well. This is what the color story looks like. That's what it looks like. All of the shades are warm toned, very, very pretty. Even though there's like 3 purple shades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 transitional browns. I mean, it looks fairly light, but when you apply it on, absolutely fantastic for brown skin. 4 brown transition shades that actually work. Yes, ma'am. A maroon. That is maroon. Yes, ma'am. I think Norvina really did her thing with these palettes, and I'm very, very grateful to have gotten one. Thank you so much, Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and Norvina, for adding me to your list. If you're going to get any of the 3 palettes, I would suggest this one, especially if you love warm tones. This is going to be an excellent palette for those girls who wear their makeup every single day, or just want a palette that they can reach for, that they don't have to grab anything else. This is really, really good. The only thing missing from this palette is a black eyeshadow. All of the other eyeshadow palettes do not have black eyeshadow either, but I only say that because I wear black, which I can just go ahead and get the New York single eyeshadow. Isn't a problem for me. I can also use gel eyeliner and pencil eyeliner for black eyeshadow, but that's the only thing that's not in these palettes, is a black eyeshadow. So this is a great everyday palette. This is very brown girl friendly. The other 2 palettes are also brown girl friendly, meaning the colors will show up on your skin. Yes. I could not recommend this palette enough, to tell you the truth. The other 2 are definitely for people who love color. So, with that being said, don't forget to subscribe and then watch the next video. And if you don't want to subscribe right here, that's okay, sis. You can just subscribe right down below. Right down below. And you can hit that bell button, you know, and then hit the description, you know. And go to Instagram and follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I also have a Pinterest if you want to follow me there. I'm getting into that a little bit. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.